How do you play the Queen's Gambit chess opening? Imagine starting a game where you challenge your opponent right from the first move, aiming to take control of the center of the board. That's exactly what the Queen's Gambit is all about. It begins with white moving the pawn in front of the queen to squares forward, which is the move 1, d4. Black responds by doing the same with 1, d5, mirroring white's move. Then white plays 2, c4, offering a pawn to black. This move is called a gambit because white offers the pawn to challenge black's pawn on d5. But it's not a true sacrifice. White usually plans to regain that pawn later, gaining a stronger foothold in the center. The main goal for white is to control the middle of the board, especially the squares d4 and e4. By playing c4, white puts pressure on black's d5 pawn, making it harder for black to keep a strong central presence. If black accepts the gambit by taking the pawn with 2, dxc4, white can often recover it later, while gaining more space and active piece placement. If black declines by playing moves like to e6, black keeps a solid pawn structure, leading to a more strategic game. Another popular response is to c6, known as the Slav defense, which supports the d5 pawn and creates a resilient setup. Black can also try to e5, called the Alban counter-gambit, which leads to sharp tactical battles. When playing white, your main plan is to develop your knights and bishops quickly, aiming to control the center and prepare for kingside or queenside expansion. You want to get your pieces out early, especially your knights to f3 and c3, and your bishops to squares like c4 and f4 or d3. Building a strong pawn center with moves like e3 and e4 can give you more space and attacking chances. The idea is to keep your options open and stay flexible, depending on how black responds. If black accepts the gambit, you can aim to regain the pawn while maintaining pressure. If black declines, you can push e4 later, opening up the game and creating attacking opportunities. Always remember that rapid development is key. Moving your knights and bishops to active squares helps you seize the initiative. The Queen's Gambit often gives white the chance to dictate the pace of the game, so focus on controlling the center, developing your pieces efficiently, and staying alert to your opponent's plans. Avoid rushing into unnecessary pawn captures or neglecting your piece development, as that can leave you behind in activity. It's also important to understand the main ideas behind each response from black, so you can adapt your plans accordingly. This opening has a long history, dating back centuries, and has been played by many great players because it balances strategic depth with tactical possibilities. Whether you prefer a solid, positional game or sharp, tactical battles, the Queen's Gambit offers a versatile approach to playing d4 openings. Mastering the main lines and understanding the typical plans will help you become more confident in your games. Remember, the key is to stay focused on controlling the center, developing your pieces quickly, and keeping your options open for different types of positions.